Hello students, today we will discuss about significant figure. If you see this total video lecture, then you will be able to answer any type of question related to significant figure. Let's start. What is significant figure? Suppose two boys performing a laboratory works. They want to calculate the radius of a same wire, but these two boys uses different instrument. After calculation of the radius of wire, first boy write that the radius of wire is 1.0 millimeter, and another boy, second boy write that radius of wire is 1.00 millimeter. You see that these two values are same in sense of magnitude, but there is a difference. You have to know what is the difference. What is the difference between these two calculation? You see that what is the next value? Next value of this measurement is 1.1 millimeter, and here is 1.01 millimeter. Then what is the difference between this? What is the difference between these two is 0.1 millimeter, and here is 0.01 millimeter. That means the least count of the instrument used by the first boy, the least count of the instrument used by first boy is 0.1 millimeter. That the least count of the instrument used by the second boy is 1.01 millimeter. What is the least count? Least count is the minimum length measured by this instrument. That means this instrument can measure the minimum length is 0.1 millimeter, and the second instrument can measure minimum length of measurement is 0.01 millimeter. In sense of accuracy and sense of percentage of error, you see that the first boy calculation of first boy, what is the percentage of error? Here see that the percentage of error is, here the minimum length is 0.1, and here the calculated value is 1.0, and multiplied by 100%, that will be 10%. And here for calculation for second boy is percentage of error is 0.01 divided by 1.00 into 100%, that will be 1%. You see the difference. The calculation of the first boy, the percentage of error is 10%, but this second boy measurement of radius, here the percentage of error is 1%. That means the two difference number, that is the different number, same magnitude, but here is two values and here is three digit. Here is 2 digits and here is 3 digits. That means significant figure is here 2 and here is significant figure is 3. That means if you increase the significant figure in measurement, then the percentage of error will be decreased. That means accuracy will be increased. If you see that the significant, if you increase the significant figure, then the percentage of error is decreased. That means accuracy is increased. That means what is the importance of this significant figure? Significant figure actually used to express, significant figure are used to express the order of accuracy. If you use more significant figure, then the order of accuracy will be increased. This is the importance of a significant figure. Now you have to calculate significant figure from a group of number. What is the rule? We use the decimal number system. We use the decimal number system. What is the decimal number system? There is 10 number: 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This 10 digit, here is 10 digit. This 9 digit, and here is 0. Or decimal number system. Decimal number system. Number system. There is 10 digit. One is 0 and another is 1, 2, 3 to 9. This 1 to 9 must be, all are significant. All are significant. All are significant number. Now, if you see that 1, 2, 4, 6, what is the number of significant figure? Here is 1, 2, 3, 4. Number of significant figure is 4. If you see that 9, 2, 5, 6, 9, what is the significant figure? Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this way, you can calculate 1, 3, 5. What is this number of significant figure? Is 3. And you also that 1.123, what is the significant number? Is here is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. That means all the number except 0, all the number except 0 are always significant figure. Are always significant figure. Here you can example that 293.234. What is the significant figure? Is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here is 6. That means the number 1 to 9 except 0 always a significant number. Significant number. Then this 0 always not a significant figure. You have to know the rule about it. Rule about it is, it must be trapped 0. It must be trapped 0. That means, what is trapped 0? Trapped 0 means 0 between two numbers. 0 between two numbers. What is the 0 between two numbers? 0 between two numbers. Then you see that 2, 0, 3. Here is this 0 between two numbers. That means this 0 is trapped. Then will be significant figure is 3. That means trapped 0 must be significant figure. Significant figure. You see that 920003. This must be a significant figure. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number of significant figure is 6. And you also that 92030901. This will be a significant figure. That here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here is number of significant figure is 8. That means this 0 is between these two number, and this 0 between the two number, and this 0 is between these two number. That means trapped zeros always be a significant figure. always be a significant figure. And leading zeros. What is leading zeros? Leading zeros. What is the leading zero? Leading zero means before the number. That means this is the one type. Then 0, 2, 1, 2. That means the significant figure will be 3. This is not a significant figure. That means leading zero, not significant figure. Not significant figure. Significant figure. Leading zero is not a significant figure. That is 0. Here is 0 is not a significant figure. You see that 0, 0, 2.12. Then this 0 is not a significant figure. Here is 0 is 2, 1, 2. That means here is also a significant figure is 3. If you see that 0, 2, 9.234, here a significant figure is this 0 is not be calculated. Here is this 0 is not a significant figure. That's why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is significant number is 5. That means leading 0 is not a significant figure. Then the trailing 0. What is the trailing 0? Trailing 0. Trailing 0, there is a 2 case. If there is no decimal number, decimal point. If there is no decimal point, that means 92300, there is no decimal number. That means it will be significant figure 1, 2, 3. This, if there is no decimal number point, then this is not a significant figure. Not a significant figure. If there is a no decimal point before the 0, then this number is not a significant. This 0 is not a significant figure. That means here is 2340000. Here this number is not, this 0 is not a significant figure because there is no decimal point. There is no decimal point. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3. That means it will be a significant figure will be 3. If there is a decimal point, if there is a decimal point, if there is a decimal point, suppose 923.00, then will be the significant figure will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be 5. That means if there is a decimal point, then it will be significant figure. Then it will be a significant figure. That means if you see that 234.0000, here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means it will be significant figure will be 7. This 0 must be a significant figure. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 5, 6, 7. That means it will be a significant figure. This is the rule for obtaining number of significant figure of a group of number. If you understand this must be always significant figure. You have to know which 0 is significant figure and which 0 is not a significant figure. If stub 0, that must be a significant figure. If leading 0 is not a significant figure and trailing 0 is not a significant figure. Then if there is a exponential number, exponential number. If there is a exponential number, that means 1.23 into 10 to the power 19. This is not a significant figure. Only this implies to significant number is 3. That means if you see that 3 0.96 into 10 to the power 10. This is not a significant figure. Only this implies the number of significant figure will be 3. That's why significant exponential series, the exponential term is not a significant figure. That in this way you can calculate any number of any significant figure of any number related to significant exponential series. Now, if there is a number of constant in your physics, then you see that pi. What is the significant figure of pi? Pi is a constant. Pi is a constant value. Then number of significant figure, what is the significant figure of pi is infinitive, infinite. The significant figure of pi is infinite. This is the rule for obtaining the significant figure of a group of number. Then I will discuss about rounding off. Here you see that the 5 cases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cases. If you understand these 5 cases, then you will be able to round off any number. Now you see that this, you want to drop these values. You want to drop these values. These values are less than 5. Then this value will be unchanged. That means it will be 7.8. This will be a 3.9. That means this value will be unchanged if this is less than 5. And here you see that if you want to drop this value, this value is greater than 5. Here is 7 greater than 5, 8 is greater than 5. That means 7 and 8 greater than 5. And here is 2 or 4 less than 5. That's why this number will be increased by 1. That means it will be 9. And here it will be 12.8. This is the one case, and this is also another case. If you see that this is 5, if you want to drop this 5, but you see that this 5 is followed by a non-zero value. 5 is followed by non-zero values. That means if you want to drop this 5 is followed by a non-zero 1. Here is 1, here is also 8. This is a non-zero value. If you omit this 5, that means then it will be increased by 1. That means it will be 4. It will be 16.4. It will be 16.4. And this here also be a 6.8. What is the rule? Rule is, if you want to drop this 5, if the 5 is followed by a non-zero value, then the preceding number will be increased by 1. Here is 5 is dropped, but the preceding number is increased by 1 because 5 is followed by a non-zero values. That's why. And here you see that this is a 0 value. If there is a 0 value, 5 is followed by a 0. Here is 5 is followed by a 0 values, 0, 0. That means this 5 you want to drop, and you want to drop this 5. This 5 is followed by 0, 2 and 6, 2 and 6 are a 2 and 6 is even number, is even number, even number. This is a even number. This is a even number. So this 2 will be unchanged. That means it will be 3.2. This will be 2.6. What is the rule? Here, if you want to drop this 5, if you want to drop this 5, but this 5 is followed by 0, then the preceding number here is 2 and here is 6. These 2 and 6 are even number. Then this number, preceding number, will be unchanged. And here see that 5 is followed by 0. But here the preceding number 7 and 1 is 7 or number is odd number. So this 7 or preceding number will increase by 2, increase by 1. That means 7.8. It will be 16.2. What is the rule? Here, if you want to drop the values which is less than 5, then the preceding number is unchanged. Then if you drop the values which is greater than 5, then the preceding number raised by 1. And then if there is a 5, there is 3 rules. If there is a 5, if want to drop, then if the 5 is followed by a non-zero values, then the preceding number will be raised by 1. If is followed by 0, then the preceding number, if the preceding number is even, then it will be unchanged. If the preceding number is odd, then will be raised by 1. Understand what is the rounding off? Rounding off, it is very easy. If you want to drop these values, if these values are less than 5, then the preceding number will be unchanged. If these want to if you want to this value omit, if you want to omit this value, then this value is greater than 5, then the preceding number is raised by 1. If the 5 is followed by 1 or non-zeros values, then the preceding number will be increased by 1. If the 5 is followed by 0, then there is 2 rule. If the preceding number is even, then will be unchanged. If the preceding number is odd, then it will be increases by 1. This is the rule of rounding off. Then now I will discuss about the calculation of a significant figure. Calculation of a significant figure. Calculation of a significant figure. You see that the addition, if you want to add, if you want to subtract, and there is another rule. One is product, and another is division. This is the 4 cases. For this add and subtraction, you have to know that the minimum decimal number, minimum decimal number, decimal number. You have to mind it, the minimum decimal number. And product or division, it had be minimum significant figure. Minimum significant figure. That means if you want to add or subtract, then the final value must be written in terms of minimum decimal number. and if you want to product or division, then the final value must be written as the minimum significant figure. That means minimum significant figure, how this is performed. Suppose 33.3, here is 33.3 and 3.11, you want to add this. Here is the decimal point is 1, here is 1, and here is decimal point. After decimal point, after decimal point, the number is 1, and here is 2. That means minimum is 2. If you add this will be 14.63. You have to retain this, the minimum decimal. Here is 2 decimal, so you have to write this, the minimum decimal number point. That means it will be 6.4, because this will be omitted, then it is less than 5. That's why the answer will be 36.4. If you 36.4, if you subtract, what is the rule of subtract? If you subtract, say that 34.362, and you have to subtract that 2.12. Here is the decimal point is number, after decimal point is 3, and here the after decimal point is 2. This is the minimum decimal point, decimal point. Here if you want to subtract it, this will be 2, this will be 4, and it will be 2.23. You have to write the minimum decimal point. That means after decimal it must be 2 digit. That means it will be 3.24. Because this is less than 5, that means it will be 32.24. This is the rule of subtract in terms of significant figure. Then if you want to multiply, suppose 3.26 and multiply by 0.2. If you want to multiply this value with this, what is the significant figure? Here is significant figure. Here is significant figure is 3, and here is 1. Here is 3 and here is 1. If you multiply this is the multiplied. But you have to retain the minimum significant figure. What will be the minimum significant? Here is 6 will be 7, because this value is 5 and followed by non-zeros value. That's why the value will be 0.7. Here you have to retain the answer with minimum significant figure. Suppose another is 3.26 and multiplied by 1.2. What will be the value? Here is significant figure is 3, here is significant figure is 2. Now this will be this 1, 2, 3. This is the value of 3.912. Here you have to write the answer in terms of minimum significant figure. That means it will be 3.9. This will be the answer. Now, what is the division? Division is the same rule. Here is, suppose 3.26 divided by 0.2. Here is significant figure is 3 and here is significant figure is 2. Then its division will be 1, 1, 6, 3. This is the significant. This is the division. This division between 3.26 and 0.2 will be 163. 163. Here is this will be the 16.3. The division between 3.26 and 0.2 will be 16.3. Then the answer will be with 3. That means it will be 16. It will be 16. In this way, you can calculate any number. Suppose if you want to calculate the area of a plane, the side of the plane, if the side of plane is given, then if you want to